Let me tell you the story of a girl. Left her family while still young to be reborn, fled the raising of fists and the hailing of arms. Let me tell you about my mother. With eyes crafted from the green grasses of Esfahan and cheeks that strip the sunsets of Sanandaj dry, for her to arrive on this soil, slip accented tongues over accented lips, for her to hear, where are you from? Iran. Iraq? No, Iran. For my classmates' parents to recoil when they hear her country of origin, for me to not be able to identify my country of origin, white, including Middle Eastern origin, we like to pretend that ignorance is an eradicated problem. As if ignorance still doesn't invite hatred, as if ignorance isn't the reason people don't realize that white traveled over on the Mayflower, built this country in 1776. Middle Eastern has been cultivating her culture for centuries. As if ignorance isn't the reason people fling terrorists, Taliban, towelhead, anyone who doesn't look like them, pray like them, think like them. Don't worry, I'm the safe kind of brown. Ignorance is the reason terrorist has become synonymous with Muslim, Islamist, Iran. We suck pure black oil like forcing milk from a dry breast. Ignorance suffocates. Who are your brown friends? Your Alis, your Talias, your Mohammeds. Did my mother check white because she thought it would get her into college, or because she had no other choice? Do brown people check black because they think it's going to get them into college, or because nobody tells them where they belong? My mother defined Middle Eastern. My mother defined Middle Eastern, but she checked white because she knew what her homeland was. She could recognize it between the comma and the parentheses, including Middle Eastern origin, including my mother. But when she had a child, when she had me, that comma began to be the difference between isolation and integration. And I know I don't look brown, but just because we have the same skin doesn't make us the same blood. My mother is the definition of a Middle Eastern woman. She defined the olive tone that runs in my veins, self-taught, self-educated, and self-employed. We court ignorance to take the work of any immigrant and reduce it to the sleight of a hand. Just check the box. Don't cause trouble. Am I Middle Eastern enough to check white? Am I white enough to check other? Where Iran is, where it is, we don't know. We've gotten to the point where we don't even know where it is. We reduce it to Middle Easterner, Islamic, terrorism. Ignorant education is the reason that I learned how to memorize every single wife of King Henry VIII. Divorced, beheaded, died, but divorced, beheaded, survived. While all I'm taught about the Middle East is the plot of Kite Runner, what gives us the right to decide whose history is more important and worth remembering? Because to me, my mother's homeland is just a faint memory. But that's also what loving it is. Accepting that label means relinquishing my sense of self. Who am I without what makes me? And even then, aren't we all children of those fertile soils? Weren't we all held at the chest of the Arabian Peninsula and bathed in the milk of the Persian Gulf?